My parents caught me doing this and it ruined my life. I honestly cannot look at my parents in the face anymore. It's that embarrassing. Before I start the story, guys, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. Smash the like button. Let's go for like 200 likes on this video. And leave me a comment after watching this whole video if you've ever done anything as embarrassing as this. Just yes or no. And leave me a comment down below if you follow me on TikTok. Let's get on with the story. Okay, so this story genuinely has changed my life forever and will always change my life forever. It is by far the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. And after watching this story, you'll understand that it's probably, if it happened to you, would be the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you as well. It doesn't get much worse than this. And I also have to admit a few things that I genuinely don't really want to admit to like 1,000 people. But oh well, hopefully you won't hate on me for it. But so yeah, now I've got that out of the way. So there's a few things that you need to know about me. These are the things I genuinely don't want to admit ever. But I'm gonna have to do it for you guys to understand the story. So here we go. I don't even know how to say this without it sounding as bad as it is. There is no way I can do it. It just is bad. It's awful. And you know what? If I was a female, then this would make sense and be, you know, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I'm a guy, so it makes it even worse. I'm into, you know, like, I really enjoy a particular movie series that I probably shouldn't. Something that I genuinely am, as a guy, probably shouldn't enjoy. As a straight guy, probably shouldn't enjoy as much as I do. And there's a few reasons that I'm actually going to have to explain and sort of defend myself on why I enjoy this movie series. And oh, here we go. I genuinely don't want to admit this. I'm a huge fan, and this is all going to make sense by the end of the story. I'm a huge fan of Magic Mike. Oh god. I don't even want to admit it, it's so annoying. Already I have thoughts of even putting this video out on YouTube. So I'm a huge fan, and there's reasons why, okay? It's not for the men, okay? It's never ever in a million years for the men. I'm straight, okay? I'm a heterosexual man. But basically, I really enjoy the music, and I'm a massive fan of Matthew McConaughey. And although he has a very small part in this film, he's sick, okay? I genuinely just really enjoy him. Him in Interstellar. And just if he pops up in a film, I genuinely get excited. He's just awesome. For example, The Wolf of Wall Street was just a sick film for his one part where he starts doing the chest, but he's just cool, okay? He genuinely is just really cool. So for you guys that don't know what Magic Mike actually is, and I don't want you to Google it, do not Google Magic Mike, just in case. But basically, it's a male... It feels even worse to say it. It's a male... I don't know how to put this without getting banned on YouTube. It's a male dancing movie. That's the only PG way I can put this. But let's say when they dance, they remove certain things. But obviously they don't show other private things, but you know, they remove pretty much everything else apart from that. And they dance for women. Yeah, that's the only way I can describe this. And I instantly feel awful. This makes it worse. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say about it, genuinely. And like I said, I feel bad. But another thing you need to know, just for a little bit more of my defense here, of my sexuality, is also I had a girlfriend at this point in time. And this did actually happen like a few months ago, I'm going to say. So it's pretty recent. And the effects of it still to this day haunt me. And I still cannot look my parents in the eyes properly, and they can't look me in the eyes at all. I also am unable to have my door closed, so if that makes you understand how bad this is, you're probably going to expect the ending not. So anyway, going on to the actual story and what happened. So like I said, I'm a big fan. At this time I had a girlfriend as well, so obviously we'd been going out for about like 2-3 months, I'm going to say. So not too long, but not in that phase where you get kind of comfortable and you can do loads of different things and stuff and have like a more of a marriage relationship. It's still very fresh, very active, very fun. So anyway, one day, it's a very normal day. It's a Saturday and, you know, my girlfriend wasn't doing anything, I wasn't doing anything, and we did this thing, and we would do it most weeks where we would just spend literally all day, and it was so cool, but we would spend all day on FaceTime talking, going over things, talking about TV, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You guys don't need to know about this, but it was one of those days. Because I couldn't go to her house, she couldn't come to mine, so we couldn't see each other. So we just basically had a virtual date. Kind of not, but yeah, we just chilled out. And firstly, okay, imagine talking to someone for like 8 hours straight, okay? the conversation can get very stale, and you have to do a lot of things to kind of make it entertaining, because if not, the person isn't going to want to do it again. Like, if one of you guys ever ring me, which is weird anyway, but if any of you rang me or started helping you out, you know, talking to you about certain things, you're having a bad day, you message me on Instagram and we start talking over the phone, then there's one thing that you need to know. If you don't keep me entertained, or I don't keep you entertained, you're not going to want to do it. If it's really awkward, or there's awkward silences, like, you just don't want to do it again. If you FaceTime, say you're going on, you know, you're talking to a guy or you're talking to a girl that you like, if you FaceTime them and you're literally sat there in silence half the time, it's super awkward, you just don't want to be there, you're not going to do it again. So me and my girlfriend, to have 8-hour conversations, genuinely have to have quite a lot of, you know, oomph to me. I have to put in like a lot of, I was putting more into this relationship, I'm just gonna say it. I was punching, but you have to put like a lot of effort. I had to put a lot of effort into this, you know, FaceTime call to make it entertaining, that she'd want to do it again, because I really like looking at her face. Okay, so on this Saturday, my parents told me that they were going out. My sister went out already. She went out on the Friday. She was having like a weekend long sleepover. And that was pretty much anyone that's in the house. And I also had my little brother, but he went with my parents. So again, it was literally just me in the house, and it was fun. So obviously, when it's just you in the house and you're 19 years old talking to your girlfriend, you kind of think, oh, I can do something fun, you know, that requires or has music, or you can do something stupid because no one's in the house, so you don't have to be embarrassed or get worried about getting caught. And by the way, this isn't going where you think it's going, trust me. You probably have something in your head right now that's like, oh, he's gonna get caught doing something, you know, sexual. No, it's not going that way at all. So anyway, this is where I have to admit things again that I don't want to. So like I said, it's just me in the house. I'm on my talking to my girlfriend, and I want to do something fun to make it entertaining. I'm also a huge fan of Magic Mike, which is where this massively plays in. And there's one song for Magic Mike that you guys will probably know, and I'm not about to sing it or play it, but it's called Pony. It's a very popular song. So I'm listening to music, you know, as you do, with my speaker on, so my girlfriend can hear it, I can hear it, we're having fun. And then, you know, like, I'm going to say like 10 songs go past since my parents went out the door. And they were only going shopping, so... But Pony came on, you know, the song from Magic Mike. So I kind of was like, oh, I enjoy this song. Let's, you know, start dancing. So I start dancing, my girlfriend starts laughing, we're having a cool time. And we're probably going to, I'm going to say we're about halfway to 3/4 through this song, and this is where things get embarrassing for me, so please don't hate me. So halfway, 3/4 through this song, my girlfriend's like wetting herself, she's having the best time in the world, I'm having fun, and I thought, oh, being the kind of guy that goes over the top on everything I do, I decide to, I don't want to say this. I decide to copy one of my favourite films, Magic Mike, and I start, you know, removing pieces of clothing seductively for my girlfriend and shaking it like Shakira. Didn't want to say that at all. Hopefully this video won't get many views. So anyway, I'm dancing along. You know, I was taking my time with it. I actually had to restart the song, honestly. The song ended, I went back to the start, replayed it, and it was just sort of it didn't interrupt my routine too much, but you know, it was kind of annoying. But anyway, start again, put the song on. Well, I'm saying my parents have been out for about like 30 minutes right now, 30 to an hour, but like I said, they're only going to the shop. So I'm dancing, stripping down, doors wide open. Music's really loud, which is another thing. Can't hear people opening the door apparently. So I'm sat there dancing. Well, technically I was stood there dancing. Girlfriend's loving it. I'm having a super fun time. My parents apparently came in the door and they bought me something new. They bought me some new shoes. So they really wanted to show me these shoes. They come darting upstairs because obviously that's what you do when you buy someone something that's cool. And these were shoes that I really wanted and have been talking about for like the last 2 weeks. So genuinely thank you, Mum. So my parents come running upstairs to show me these shoes, and yeah, I was stood there in my boxers. You know, I put it into like a really small pair of boxers, you know, like tighty whiteys, and I was dancing around with no clothes on, basically, looking like an idiot for my girlfriend. Oh god, this is so embarrassing. My parents have never ever looked in my eyes ever the same, and I don't think they ever will for life, because this broke my heart.